Hello everyone, I'm back again with another piece of my peace story. Today's story is titled Lost in a Land, and I would like to read this out to you. This is a story of a little girl who got lost in her own family. She was just 3 years old and did not understand what was happening around her. Sometimes people would speak aloud, which hurt her ears. Sometimes she saw one person hold another tightly by the leg or hand. Occasionally, a palm would strike someone with such force that it left a mark on their face. She did not understand the meaning of this language, but she realized that after such episodes, no one smiled, they only cried. The cries made her feel uneasy. One day, as the scene unfolded again in her family, she did not know whether to clap her hands or run away from the drama between two humans. The scene brought her no joy, so she ran away to a place she had never known. She landed in a huge building and happily stepped inside, thinking it would be different there. She saw people playing with strange toys and was delighted by them, though she did not know their purpose. She picked one up and watched how others used it. They aimed at targets, pulled levers, and something would pop out to hit the target. The child did not know its real use and simply wanted to try, thinking it was a toy. Then everything changed. She saw a man struck by what the toy released. This was the first time the child confronted death. She cried loudly, so loudly that people from the entire building came down. She was a stranger in a land the world called dangerous. Yet they did not hurt her. Instead, they spoke kindly, smiled, and began playing with her. They taught her how the toys worked, but she refused to hold a weapon, having just witnessed a death. The child was curious and asked questions every day. Some amused the crowd, some made them serious. She asked things like, "Today we are so many. If we keep spreading that red color from the human body on the floor with every shot, then one day we will also be like them. Why don't they talk after the red color falls on the ground?" One of them said that red color is called blood. If the bullet hits the right place, it can take a life. No one comes back after death. Slowly, the child learned new words and the meaning of life and death. The so called terrorists became her first teachers. Though they did not teach her happy stories, she understood that these episodes were not for laughter or applause. They took life, leaving emptiness behind. One day she saw many bodies piled like stacks of sand, sometimes used as stepping stones. She could not bear it any longer and wanted to run away. But the group had grown fond of her questions and would not let her leave. She had become their question bank. Her innocent queries like, "What if we all die one day with this toy? Who will be alive to play with each other?" made them reflect. Even the leader began noticing the change in his clan. He summoned the group and the child for a meeting. The child approached the leader and touched his chest, saying, "I can hear the same sound in yours and mine. My heart says not to pull the trigger. Then why does yours say pull the trigger?" The leader had a wicked plan to weaponize her for the next mission. But the group, having grown attached to her, opposed him. One of them said, "We are willing to take the weapon ourselves, but spare her." The leader was surprised. The group's courage showed him a different air that day, an air of resistance to harming an innocent life. The leader tried to isolate her in his chamber, but the child refused. "Why should we live apart? I cannot live without the clan," she said. Slowly he relented and became part of their learning circle. She continued asking questions, challenging the leader's conscience. "Do you have small children in your family? Do you teach them the art of using weapons? Do you teach the value of life or the value of death?" One day, slyly, the leader handed her a weapon. She reached for it, but the others rushed in and took it from her hands. They turned on the leader. The child intervened. "You will also become like that human stag used to climb a wall if you play with your toys now." The leader became angry. Then he laughed. Somehow he was drawn to her innocence and continued learning from her questions. Now they weave new stories of life. The world calls them terrorists, but in that space, the child found more peace than she ever had with her family. There she learned the realities of life, guided by the people who were once life takers. The terrorists transformed. They became scholars and teachers, showing the value of life. Factories of terrors were replaced with school and places of healing. They now write stories of peace alongside the children and other children like her. No weapons, no violence, only peace. Pieces of life and peace are added every day. And now, little terrorists of our own homes, are you waiting for a 3-year-old child to enter your life to help write your peace story? This is not my question, it's hers. I'm just helping her frame it. She is called the question bank by her new family. Micro in size, she writes macro stories of peace in every family and across the world, observing unrest even in her own. Her final question leaves us with a challenge: who is a terrorist? That's all for the day. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.